In the city, an e-scooter is a popular alternative mode of transport. But what if you don't live in the city?
Yeah, some days I feel unfazed, like when I'm with my friends with a cup raised. On Monday, I got a gun raised, suicidal do or die until hump day. Then I go right back at it like an automatic. More drinks, more songs, more beats to rap. I need a shrink, I'm gone, more time keeps passing. No watch, no thoughts at all, just a hat, new era. Rep my P's and those O's, need us Phillies with the orange and black to feel home. From Citizens Bank back to Camden Yards, it's a tale of two cities and trust we go hard. Trust we go hard, yes we go hard. You said we go hard, I said we go hard. Rockin' my Bob Cousy, stocking up on the loose. If the lyrics come easy, but the life is a doozy. And yes, I'm choosy, and no, I won't settle, but I still take pop off over that kettle, cause I'm talking bigger picture. And yes, I'm gonna hit you with the...
Now, to some viewers, this might be the country, but for me, it's home. But me and my brother don't have our licenses yet, meaning we can't drive one of these around, so we needed to adapt. Enter the Pro Elite electric scooter. Today we're going to work out whether e-scooters are worth even buying in the country, are they worth having, what are they like long term, and should you get one if you live not in the city. It costs $1,100, on sale for $500. This thing was a bargain. And it's not just any electric scooter that you pick up for $20 on Marketplace, it's got all the bells and whistles as well. At the handlebars we've got a bell, got our little clip that clips to the back mudguard to keep it folded, a brake, handlebars, main control, our control button, and we've got of course our throttle. A few drive modes, so we've got Sport, which allows you to go 25 kilometers an hour, a walk aid mode which will go 6 kilometers an hour, Eco which is 15, and Drive which is 20. Stand, so your scooter doesn't fall over, protective thing on your charging port, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 reflectors, very handy brake light. It's also got an OK LED headlight. To fold down your e-scooter, you just want to pop this little tab open and bend this down, and there's a little thing on your handlebars there that just clicks into place. Now you're good to go. Realistically, on a full charge you could probably do, I reckon, 10 kilometres out in the country in a bit of wind. So, what is the ESSA Pro Elite electric scooter like? It's more of a budget scooter, but it hums along pretty well. It's highly manoeuvrable and a very, not the most powerful electric scooter ever, as when you're going up hills you really do need to do a boost along if you want it to work nicely. But as for riding along the road, it's smooth. I'm in sport mode currently with 3 bars left, going up a slight hill and doing 19 kilometres an hour, so you know it's not the fastest scooter in the world, but look, if you don't want to walk, it's a hell of a lot better than walking. Let's just go around to the left here. The scooter accelerates to about 20 kilometres an hour really quickly, and because most of your weight's on the back, the front wheel is not afraid to spin a lot of the time. It's also very nippy and not afraid to go around a corner at full speed, which is only 25 kilometres an hour, so smooth asphalt is where this scooter absolutely thrives. But there's not a lot of that in the country, so in a second we're going to do a test to see what it's like on gravel roads. Overall, the scooter does really well. It manages to stay at 25 kilometres an hour on the smooth, but it's not a corrugated road. Now, let's see some downsides to this scooter. There's also probably must-have things if you live in the country.
So this is a pretty cool thing. So where are its downfalls, especially in the country? Well, number one is tyres. Unlike in the cities, a lot of the terrain that we're riding on is not bitumen, asphalt, cement, whatever. It's gravel or mud or rocks. Not that you take your scooter or anything like that. So tyres and suspension are two things this e-scooter lacks in. But I am aware you can get all-terrain e-scooters, but they are a lot more expensive. For a budget e-scooter, this does okay. You're just going to need some tyres, and I don't know, I like the pneumatic tyres because you can't really get a puncture in them because there's no air, they can't go flat really. They seem like they're not made of like car tyre rubber, but you know, they're better than like your Razor rubber. I don't know what this dangly bit is, and the other little negative I had was a little bit of build quality, not in the metal, but just in the, like this thing, the throttle feels a bit flimsy, the button feels like I could probably, if I pressed it hard enough, break it. That's not too bad. And the tyres, of course, this has only done about 320 kilometres this e-scooter, and well, I'd be replacing the tyres already. And not a bad unit. I've seen other scooters where things break in the first day and they use it, but the build quality is not too bad in this. The stand feels solid. All the metal components on this feel solid, and I know it's one of the few budget scooters that come with a disc brake, which I just feel is a huge advancement over having 2 electric brakes or 2 drum brakes. Another thing this thing doesn't have, unfortunately, is the regenerative braking. So what happens there is when you apply the brake, the electric brake actually spins a dynamo around which charges the battery back up. Other than that, there's probably not too much to say. Let's see how fast this thing gets to 0 to 25 on 2 bars. Okay, so for this test, I'm going to start here at this yellow marking in the road, and we're going to see how quick it gets to 25 kilometers an hour in sport mode. We'll do a braking test as well, so I'll do 0 to 25, do 25 for a bit, and then brake. Mind you, we are on only 2 bars, so hopefully you can see the speedometer there. And I'm going to allow myself to do 3 pushes to get going, which I think is like, 3 decent pushes, which I think will be adequate. 3, 2, 1, go. 25. It took this long to brake. I put on the brakes about here at that leaf, and that's where the scooter ended up, and that wasn't like fully ripping on the brakes, I was skidding the tyres. So, are e-scooters really country ready? I think the answer is yes, but you do need to buy the right one. I know at least 5 people in my area who have an e-scooter, and trust me, where I live is nowhere near the city. So they are a very popular mode of transport. Although I would get one definitely with suspension and all-terrain tyres. This one is not my ideal one, but I think it's a very capable scooter for what it is, and even out here it's done its job very well. So I'm very happy with it, and I would get an e-scooter in the country, just make sure you pick the right one. So, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Make sure you like and subscribe for more semi-serious consumer advice. So thank you very much for watching, and don't worry, I'm waiting for you to subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one.